Hello everybody and welcome back to the Articulation Collectors channel. And today we're taking a look at something a bit different. This is a Star Wars The Black Series figure. So this is the Return of the Jedi figure number 6, Boba Fett. This is a deluxe figure, so it's got a bigger box and a bunch more accessories. This is my first Black Series figure, and I picked this up from my brother, Nelson Cards and Collectibles. You want to check out his channel. He does a lot of like sports cards and stuff. It's on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Let's go ahead and search it. Pretty cool content. But like always, let's go ahead and check out this box first. So this is a Star Wars The Black Series box. It says it up there. It's a pretty tall box. But down here you get nice Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. On the side here you get some really cool art of Boba Fett. Says it down there. And the green color indicates that it is from the 6th movie, Return of the Jedi. Very, very cool. On the back here you have 06, Return of the Jedi. 06 is the figure number, but this is also the 6th movie. Up here you get Boba Fett. You get a nice description, different languages, some cool art. And that's really about it for the packaging. Nothing on the top, just some information on the bottom. But I really like these like minimalist designs on these Black Series boxes. Very, very cool. I definitely like this. And if you have multiple figures, you can line them up side to side. So like this is number 6, so if you put 5 here and 7 here, it'll kind of expand this image and it'll be like a whole mural. And it's really cool actually. Definitely like this. Like I said, this is my first Black Series figure, so let me know down in the comments if you guys like these and if you want me to take a look at some more. But we can go ahead and bring him back in here and bring the box to the side. So the Star Wars Black Series are very highly detailed and articulated figures of Star Wars characters, obviously. But this is the first one I've ever gotten. This is Boba Fett. And wow, this thing looks really good. Let's do a little spin around here. It's definitely a nice figure. It's got a bunch of colors on it. It is mostly this like drab, white, gray kind of color here. But you also get a lot of greens, some battle damage paint on there. Some reds, some browns, some yellow. On his jetpack here you have some blue, red, silver, yellow. Very, very nice. A lot of colors going on in this guy. Definitely a nice looking figure. Come up here a little bit closer. You can see this little symbol right here. See the Mandalorian sigil right there. And that helmet just looks really, really nice. There's the little bullet hole there. I believe that was explained in the Clone Wars, or like a deleted scene or an unfinished episode of the Clone Wars, that Cad Bane shot him in the head. Left that dent there. But very cool. Definitely a nice looking figure. I really like this Black Series so far. Like I said, this is my first one, so if you guys are interested in more Black Series content, let me know down in the comments. For sure, if you guys want it, I will definitely pick up some more of these. The whole figure is made out of nice plastic, but some pieces, like these chest plates here, if you see, you can push on it and kind of squishes. It's more of a rubbery material. And that is the same material that his little shoulder cape is made out of. It's definitely a rubber. It's not a felt or a fabric material. But very, very cool. Same with this little braid thing he's got going over here. It's also that more rubbery material. And these here. Kind of bend them around because when you bend his arm, those bend with it. Very, very cool. I definitely am impressed. This is my first figure. It's left a very good impression on me. I'm definitely going to get more of these. Very, very cool. So for some articulation on this guy. He is very articulated. His head is on a ball joint, so you can get a lot of side-to-side movement. Get some, well, look side-to-side, but also lean side-to-side. Go up, can go down. He actually, I do believe it's on 2 joints in there, so you can kind of get a little bit of a rocking movement to it. There does look like a face under there, but I don't know if you can remove the helmet or not. Never really tried, actually. Can you? No, I'm not going to try too hard. It's just gray, so I don't think there's actually anything under there. But his little rangefinder can also move, but it is very thin. And there's also kind of that rubbery material, so I don't really want to move it too much. But it does move. His arms can move. I'll use this arm. Can come forward about that far before you start hitting the shoulder plate, and can move back about that far before you start hitting the shoulder plate. They can also swing out to the side pretty far. The shoulder plate kind of just moves with it, but I don't really want to bend that too much. He does have an elbow joint, as well as some swivel on that elbow. So he can swivel above the elbow right here at this joint, but he can also swivel down at this joint. So he has multiple points of articulation within the arms there, above and below the elbow bend. His hand can also move in and out and side to side. And some of these figures you can actually pop the hand off, and it comes with different hands for different like expressions, like a point or something, but this figure does not come with other hands. But still very cool. He does have waist articulation down here, as well as some waist like movement. You see what I mean there? Go forward, go back, go side to side, as well as swivel. And then his legs can kick forward about that far. Can kick back, not a whole lot, just because of the way his armor is back here. But there is thigh rotation, as well as a really nice knee joint right there. And he can move his feet back, forward, and side to side. If I can get that. It's kind of tight. But very, very highly articulated on these figures. I'm sure I'm missing some of the points of articulation, but I just need to kind of mess with these figures a little bit more, and I'll find the little secret articulation joints. But very well articulated on this guy. Definitely impressed. He does come with a lot of accessories, being that he is a deluxe figure. So you can come back here, and his jetpack is removable. And you can kind of see that there. Pegs in with these 2 tabs in that post. But on his jetpack, his missile can actually be removed and can be fired. And that just pegs in right there. Just like that. He also comes with this gun here, which is kind of difficult to get into his hand, so I'm not actually going to take it off. I'm just going to show it off there. It's a nice, really nice actually, like dark brown, light brown, almost black in there. But definitely looks weathered. Weapon's seen a lot. Then he also comes with some other accessories here. He comes with, since this is from Return of the Jedi, this is emulating like his death scene, or quote unquote death scene from episode 6, where he does get his gun cut in half. So there you have the 2 burnt ends of his gun. And it does have a little rectangular post and a rectangular slot that you can actually kind of put these together. But it's very tight. So I'm just going to put it like that and show you. And then they cut in half. Does also come with these 2 blast effects here that you can peg into his jetpack, because in that scene he does try to fly away. But these little posts down here, they're also that soft material, so I don't want to force these in here too hard. Don't want to break anything. What does that articulate? That does. Okay, so these jetpack thrusters also articulate, which is very nice. But that one doesn't want to pop in. But there you go. You can kind of just see how that works. So you can pose him like he's flying. It also does come with this big blast effect here, which you could put on like the rocket on his back. You can try to put it on his gun, but it actually does have a, if you can kind of see that, let's see if it'll focus. It is a rectangular slot on there, which I believe is to replicate his wrist-mounted flamethrower. So I can put it right there and have him like blasting fire. Very, very cool looking. So let's take that off of there. And finally, he does come with his grapple hook on a string. So you can take this and pop this on his arm right there. And then you can have him shooting the grapple hook and hooking onto something. Very cool. A lot of playability with this figure. I don't really play with these. I just display them, put them in a nice pose, and put them up on my shelf. He sits with my Star Wars movies. So he's just a very, very nice looking figure. Very well articulated. Definitely a good first impression for the Black Series line. If you are a fan of Star Wars in general, or specifically the original trilogy, you would love this figure. Might be kind of hard to find now because it's a bit older, but if you can get your hands on it, I would definitely recommend it. All that being said, hope you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join me on Patreon like Mega Doomer and Nelson Cards and Collectibles, go ahead and check that out in the description. All that being said, I hope you have a good night, and let me know if you want to see more Black Series content.